I would say a lot of people have headwinds and they're actually working. Have you ever tried to go up the wrong way of the escalator? So an escalator is going down and you're trying to run up it. Or if you're in the airport, if you go on the wrong one, so the mat is working against you. It's like a treadmill. So many people are on a treadmill because they have so many things. They have lots of debt. They're being super inefficient. They're paying way too much in taxes. So not only are they they're way behind, and in fact their strategy, their plan is working against them. This is BetterWealth with Caleb Guilliams. Hey everyone, welcome to the BetterWealth podcast. In today's episode, I'm going to talk about a story that really helped me understand why having a strategy and having a plan is so important. And it's all around escalators. And this actually hit me when I was in the airport with Dan. And for those of you that know what I'm talking about, especially if you're me and you're late for a plane, you could walk hard and try to run to the plane. And in many airports, you can get on like this flat, escalator. I don't know exactly what they call it, but you walk, but it's a floor that's moving. And so it's like you're like going double as fast. Like you're walking, but you're also walking on something that's moving. And it just creates, a lot of speed, and you can do the same amount of energy, but you get a lot farther. And this concept of really hit me when we were flying into Denver, Dan and I, and Dan took the escalator, and he was walking on that, and I was like, I'm not gonna take that. I'm competitive. I'm gonna try to like beat him without the escalator. And so what ended up happening was he's walking normal, just flying, and I'm like running hard on the side of the escalator, just trying to keep up. And I needed the exercise. It was no regrets there. What hit me though was so many people. This is a perfect analogy of what so many people are doing with their money. Is so many people are like me and just working extremely hard, but maybe not on the right things. For instance, you might think getting ahead, you need to punch in that extra hour at work. Just do that one extra thing. Or if you're an entrepreneur, it might just be that one extra idea, with that one extra opportunity. For many people, this idea of trying to work harder is just trying to maximize that rate of return. Like just take a little bit more risk, just work a little bit harder, be a little bit more creative, get that greater rate of return, and that's going to help you. And so many people are working so hard. It's not like they don't think about money. They're just working on the wrong things. And as an example of them actually spending a lot more energy, but they're not really getting anywhere quickly. And what's interesting is if you have a right process and a plan, and this has really hit me because as we were designing BetterWealth Unlimited, and as we were like trying to be ultra intentional with what that includes, like what does this include? What does independent coaching look like? What does a community look like? What does it look like to get the good data, create a model, start creating a strategy, having a team that can help you implement that? Like all those things are helping you create momentum. Even this principle of efficiency. I mean, there are hundreds of ways that you can increase your cash flow. By starting with asking the question, how can you increase your cash flow in different areas? You can maybe create better skills, or you might be able to just pay less in taxes by a tax strategy. You might be able to redirect some money because you have clarity. Like there are so many ways you can get ahead, and so many people, because they're not wanting to create that plan, have that coaching, look at efficiency, they're working hard, but because of a lack of efficiency, they're not getting ahead. And I'm telling you, what we're doing, and with working with the right person, it doesn't have to be us. It could be with someone that's really helping you see the big picture and being efficient and optimize what you're currently doing. What that will do is it will give you the ability to do what you're currently doing, still work hard. You still need to be intentional, but instead of working against you or just having no momentum, now you're creating momentum, and now it's your energy on top of a system, of a process that's continuing to go, and it's just throwing you in the future. It's just helping you show up more powerfully for what the future looks like. And it just became like super, I know it's a simple word picture, but it became really evident. Now I'm going to take this 2 steps further. I would make the argument that a lot of people are not like me, just walking on the side. I would say a lot of people have headwinds and they're actually working. Have you ever tried to go up the wrong way of the escalator? So an escalator is going down and you're trying to run up it. Or if you're in the airport, if you go on the wrong one, so the mat is working against you. It's like a treadmill. So many people are on a treadmill because they have so many things. They have lots of debt. They're being super inefficient. They're paying way too much in taxes. So not only are they trying they're way behind, and in fact their strategy, their plan is working against them. Your money's in a 401k. I can make the argument that you're on a treadmill for life. Vice versa, not only creating the right processes and strategies, I will say my book and what it teaches, the And Asset, you're putting your money in a place that's giving your dollar multiple jobs. It's not only compounding the rest of your life, but you get to utilize your capital for other things. That gives your dollar 2 jobs rather than 1. Another definition of that is velocity, giving your dollars multiple jobs, making it flow. That creates momentum. That's like you are on that escalator and running forward on something that's continuing to give you momentum. And so again, I know this is a short episode. I just want you to be thinking, what are you doing that's working against you in your life? What are you doing that's not creating any momentum? And with your time, with your money, with your expertise, you want to make sure that you're creating your environment to help you, propel you forward. And this is just a word picture, but I think it can apply to not just our money, but to our life. And so, again, want to thank you so much for listening or watching to BetterWealth. We appreciate the support and all the feedback that we're getting. I would love to hear what word pictures that you have. If something hits you and it's a great idea, we love hearing that. And I would love to get permission from you to share that on the show, because we are just raising all the tides as it relates to how we think about our life. And remember, the purpose of this show, the purpose of our company, BetterWealth, is intentional living. So if you have any questions about intentional living, the And Asset, or anything that I talked about, you can go to betterwealth.com. And in the meantime, I'm really going to encourage you to take just reflect today. What is one thing that you can do that can either take something away that's working against you or increase something that's working for you? Because I'm telling you, it's not just going to help you today, but in the next 15, 20, 30 years, it's going to have a tremendous impact on your life and the next generations. Thank you so much for listening to the BetterWealth podcast. It would mean the world to me if you could hit subscribe, leave a review, and share this with the people that you know and love.